I actually really like the look of these sneakers, but there are many out there who I've been talking to that just cannot understand the idea of paying thousands of dollars for sneakers that you won't actually get to wear. So Benoit, let's start with you. In your words, why are people shelling out money and so much money for these things?
I mean, like, I think people are shelling out so much money because, well, we really created something unique when we work with Ferocious on this concept, and we're really trying to pioneer how people are thinking of buying sneakers and items in the future as collectibles first. And then, of course, you have the utility of wearing them. So just one precision, by the way, these sneakers, everyone who bought them, they're also going to get physical ones if they redeem it on time by the 10th of April. But the value of it is that the NFT of the sneaker is actually acting like a blueprint. So without that NFT, you can't access to the physical goods. So it's acting as a key to give you access to extra experiences, and one of them is having the physical version of that. But I think we had so much success because we were in the middle of a maelstrom. You know, what's happening right now in the crypto art community and all of this NFT revolution is really amazing. I've never been in a space like that. And how we work with Ferocious, how we did the content, how we did the design, and Ferocious is an amazing artist. We think he's like the next Keith Haring. I think all the planets aligned to make something that's now kind of like a benchmark on how you do these things. And everyone wanted to support, and the community has been behind it. And it's the first time it's done. So, you know, it's very exciting, and people manifested their excitement with the money they put in to buy it. And what's crazy is now they're reselling on the secondary market already. So the craze is not over.
How much have they appreciated on the secondary market, Stephen?
So they've gone up about 50%. We were selling them initially. We sold 3 models at 3,000, 5,000, and 10,000. We've seen them go for up to 15,000. So there's definitely a market and the demand. What's great is every pair is trackable on the blockchain. So it's very easy to see the scarcity, which is awesome.
Okay, Chris, that's pretty amazing that in such a short time they've already appreciated these digital sneakers by about 50%. And those people aren't going to get the physical ones, I assume. So the point of them, though, is not to wear them in real life, but in the so-called metaverse, these sort of digital worlds that Roblox and Fortnite and others are creating. So, you know, my question is, how do you make sure that there's no fakes in the metaverse? Does that matter? I mean, when you think about luxury products in the real world, there's a huge problem with counterfeits. Do you see that becoming a problem in the metaverse? How do you sort of combat that when you have a sneaker like this?
I mean, the advantage we have is, go ahead, Chris. Sorry. Yeah, go.
Yeah, so you won't, because everything is on the blockchain. For example, you know, like, how do you authenticate a basketball jersey signed by Michael Jordan? It's really hard because when you go to Authenticator, they're going to have to try to verify the signature to see if Michael Jordan even signed it. That's why they always ask for paperwork. Is there a picture of Michael Jordan signing it? But with blockchain, say if Michael Jordan made a wallet or he started selling his own NFTs on, say, Nifty, OpenSea, Wearable, it would be traced back to Michael Jordan. And on top of that, every new collector or buyer that buys it, it traces that a purchase with, you know, the timestamp, what day they purchased it, how much they purchased it for. So I feel like there can't be copies. And if there are copies, you can easily tell where the original source came from.
Yeah. That's interesting. Benoit, I wonder, I mean, obviously, you guys are having to explain the basics of this, and you probably will have to explain the basics for a while as people get up to speed. Is that frustrating, or do you think that's just part of being on the cusp of something that is truly new?
I mean, I think it's part of our role, you know, because we are acting as like pioneers and with the community. Again, like, it's not us, it's a whole community movement that's happening right now. And our core belief is that when communities start to organize themselves and they want to make a big change in the world, they can. And right now, that's what's happening. It's way bigger than just NFTs. It's like a whole movement, all, you know, part of the population and creators and collectors are making the change and making things happen every day. And I've actually been in that before. You know, I was in esports before, and I had to explain people, you know, why it was the new form of sports and entertainment. So it takes time. When you're in a part of like something new, you always have, as part of your role, to educate and spread the message and explain people how they can connect in that world and be part of the movement. So we're not tired yet of explaining if it's totally normal, because for us it's natural, because we come from video games, we come from collector of goodies and anime, all of this stuff. Right now, for us, it's natural because it's all the things we love and know that we can manifest and create with and make revenue with. But I think the revenue comes because what we do is very genuine. And educating people and getting them up to speed it is something we need to do, but at the same time, we know people will never understand. Just like today, there are still people who don't understand why esports is so strong and such a cultural movement. So these people, we won't spend too much time explaining.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.